Hello and welcome, my name is XLK and today we're revisiting Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest has seen a lot of changes with the inclusion of Disciplinarian Gandling, Death Imp and Murloc Tinyfin. The deck has consistently been ranked as a tier 1 deck throughout the whole expansion, and it's a great craft for both beginner and veteran players. The deck has a low curve so you can't really go wrong with the mulligan, but look for Imprisoned Homunculus, Frazzled Freshman, Tour Guide, Guardian Ogmerchant, Void Touch Attendant and Disciplinarian Gandling. Prioritize finding Void Touch Attendant and Gandling if you have the opportunity. The deck is pretty simple, front load your minions, go wide and use your Void Touched Attendant to deal 1 extra damage per minion. However, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. Your new 0 cost minions are great combo pieces. Use them with your Gandling to summon a 4/4 minion for free. You can also pair them with Wriggling Horror to make sure that you get that full value. And of course, you can play them together with your Traveling Merchant to make sure that he gets really big. Disciplinarian Gandling will turn all the new minions that you play into 4/4s, but their battle cry will still proc. So keep in mind that this will make cards like Guardian Ogmerchant, Wriggling Horror and Cult Neophyte very powerful. If you stick a Gandling, you won't be able to play the Void Touch Attendant since it will die right away. So try to get the Attendant down as quickly as possible before you play the Gandling. You shouldn't hold your resources for too long, this is an aggro deck after all. But try to protect your Gandling and Void Touch Attendant with cards like Guardian Ogmerchant and Culteran Chaplain. There are plenty of reasons to just dump your hand. If you get a Voracious Reader, it's go time. Drop all of your minions together with the Reader and start refilling your hand at the end of your turn. The other reason to dump your hand is Mind Render Illusia. Make sure that you have no cards or just weak cards in your hand, drop Illusia and steal a turn from your opponent. You know that they can't board clear on the next turn, so you can just build the strongest possible board and use them to hit twice uncontested. And that's about it for Shadow Priest. Pretty simple, go wide, play your Void Touch Attendant, screw over your opponent with Illusia and close out the game early. Thank you all so much for watching, the channel is growing like crazy and I'm super grateful that you guys are taking your time to watch my videos. All the comments and the likes are really helping me out and it really means a lot to me. We have a really exciting week coming up, so if you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Right, hello and welcome. Today we're revisiting Shadow Priest. It's a super good deck. It has been ranked as a tier 1 deck for almost the entire expansion. Ever since people kind of found out that you could play this hyper aggressively, it's been really good, and I really recommend using this to climb. I hit Legend with Face Hunter, but I probably would have done it with this if I didn't choose something else, I guess. Okay. Against a Rogue, Cult Neophyte could be good to kind of choke him out. All of these are good. And the Death Imp. It's just kind of hard to land this on something. So I'm thinking about throwing everything because I really want to find Gandling and I really want to find a Void Touch Attendant. But I think we could actually go... I mean, everything is good. But I think I'm gonna hard mulligan to get something better. I mean, there were some anti-synergies in that hand. I could have kept something, but... there we go. It's pretty good. I mean, I would rather... Maybe I should have kept like a 1-drop, but I think this is fine. We're gonna draw something, right? And I don't like to have those 0 drops in the hand. And there we go. The Disciplinarian, super good. He has some anti-synergies with the Voracious Readers, I guess, but if we get them out before we play him. Now we kind of want to find... Now we just kind of want to find something else, right? Oh, that's pretty good. I think we take the trade, or we could hero power here. What does our next turn look like? I think if we can get the Disciplinarian down, it's gonna be really good. So I think I'm just taking the trade like this because I want to go kind of wide. Now we still have a board, which is important. Like, it's not the full value of the Wriggling Horror, but just having this board is huge. So next turn, I guess we could either play the Traveling Merchant, we could ping, we could just get the Gandling down. Gandling is really good, but if we can't protect him, we might want to chill a little bit. Because this guy probably runs the deal 3 to an undamaged minion. But I mean, it's looking harder and harder for him to do something about it. Our hand is a bit awkward here. We really want to kill this. I think we could just kind of tempo Gandling, but nah, I think he's gonna die if we do that. So I guess we could go Voracious Reader, but that's not gonna do anything. We could go Merchant. The thing about Cult Neophyte is that we could go Cult, Hero Power, Ping, trade off this. Or we could just start hitting face. But I'm gonna coin a Hero Power, the most illegal play ever done. I don't want to leave this up. Yeah. Not super happy about it. He's kind of contesting us good. I think this is gonna be a bleed rogue, so I think when we stabilize, we're gonna stabilize, I guess. So he got the second flame as well, which is really good for him. So I don't want to play Gandling without protect him, or we play Gandling now and get a 4-4. If he can't clear it, then he can't clear it. And I think it's my best player. It's just a ton of value on turn 4. If he clears it, then I guess we have to find something else like a Race Dead. But it's not 100% that it's gonna hit him, but... Okay, so he didn't have an answer for it, which is good. He might look for... What's it called? The deal 3, I guess. Or Wicked Stabs. Wicked Stab deals 4 by this point, I think. 4, 5, 6, right? Okay. I think we're good. Unless, of course, he finds a good clear. Like Fire Blast. Be really good. I think that's exact, right? But if he can't, then we're just gonna pop off. Was that created? Oh my. That was quite a nice play, actually. He put a lot of things into this one. I have a feeling that it's gonna die. Bump, bump, knife. And now we really want to find a Race Dead before our death pool gets too big, but he put a lot of things into this one, like two what's it called? Okay. 2 secret passages is what I was trying to say. So this is kind of awkward. We want to get this down, or we want to start drawing here. So the Desk Imp is coming down. But I'm thinking either we go Merchant or we go Voracious Reader. I think we could go Merchant here. I don't think there's a reason to be greedy with it. But the good thing about going Voracious Reader here would probably be that we know that he isn't gonna clear anything. Because his hand was super weak, because he had to go on the longest quest ever to kill our boy, our Gandling. I think I want to start drawing here. And I want to be greedy. I mean, this is a huge target, this is a huge target. Next turn we could go, I guess, Voracious Reader again and Traveling Merchant, because he doesn't really run board clears, like big fat board clears. So we can go kind of wide, and we can have 2 Voracious Readers out if we want to. It's better if we get, like, it's better to have them out on the board if we get another Gandling from a Race Dead. We can just ping this, or we could use our Desk Imp to bust the shield if he gets a Divine Shield on it. Ah, he protects it. That's smart. We could go both of these, then we just draw 1 card. We go Voracious Reader here. We just play big things. And then we hit him for 4. I mean, this guy has done a ton of damage. Like, that's the power of Gandling already. Next turn, we have 7. So this is gonna curve out really well with a hero power. And we really want to dump our hand so we can draw with Voracious Reader. But, I mean, he's in kind of a bad spot because he needs to get rid of something. Like, if he kills the Voracious Reader, sure, he's gonna kill my fuel, but I'll still have a ton of damage. Like, these kill him in 2 turns, right? But I think he's going for the Garrots. I think I might just have 1 more turn to live, though. But I mean, he could clear everything, but it's difficult, I guess. And this one comes down again. We could also use the Traveling Merchant to trade it in to try to find an Illusia. I think getting Illusia by now would be really, really good for me. because that's kind of our best opportunity not to get killed in 2 turns. Because I think he's gonna try to go through his deck. But it's gonna be hard for him to draw, draw 11 cards on 3 mana. I don't think that's gonna happen, especially when the time is ticking, so. I think we're in a good spot, but we need to get rid of this if we can. I guess we could go ping, Og Merchant this. Okay. What do we want to find? A Neophyte would be good. Tour Guide is kind of bad. Do we go big or do we trade? Like, trading the merchants could be good here. Or we could just make a big guy. That's the thing. This... We have to trade this in, right? Or do we? 8 cards. You could probably pull that off. But the thing is, do he kill me? With this? I think it's a risky play, but I actually think that I just want to go all out here. Because I think he has another one. That's why. We can spend this. We spend it here. Play this. I could use this to draw, but I just want to make a mega guy. And then I hit face, and then I hope that he doesn't kill me. 3, 6, 7, 8. I mean, he could get there, especially if he plays another one, I guess, but 8 mana. I don't know. I felt like taking that big risk because it's so easy that we kill him. We need like 2 damage and the merchant, and then we hero power and kill him. Also, if he kind of starts filling his deck with bleeds and we get that Illusia and we start trading, that's gonna be good. But I feel like that was kind of a scary one. Okay, I have faith. Filling the board means that he either needs to kill off his own things, but he can bounce this a while, or not get any more spell power, I guess, but... Does he only run 1 field contact? No, I think that's the other one. Or he got... Oh my god. I think he's gonna deal a bunch of damage, but... He needs to do this quickly. And start trading. So what can he trade with? This, and this? I think we got him. I feel like that was super worth it. Like, leaving up a field contact is really scary. Yeah, there we go. Got him. And we got the race dead. Boom, boom. Free hero power. But yeah, sometimes it's about... especially when you're playing something hyper aggressive, sometimes it's just about finding that big gamble and then you take the chance. Alright? Oh, I think Paladin is it's kind of hard. I'm excited about this one. I think Secret Paladin is a way better matchup for us than hand buff. But I've actually seen more hand buff now than I've seen Secret. Tour Guide is nice. Let's keep him. We don't need to keep the Neophyte. I think Neophyte is better in this deck as just kind of something later to prevent a board clear. But Paladin doesn't really run huge board clears. Where is Hay? Hay. There we go. Okay, we go Freshman or Tour Guide. I think Freshman is definitely just fatter, but the Deceptor can make us draw next turn. So I think we're just playing the Tour Guide. Yeah. So you have to think about... There are a couple of things to keep in mind, or to think about when you're up against a Paladin. So we want to be able to clear his buff targets. So we can kind of throw this in and go Mind Spike, or we could try to get the Deceptor off. I think what I really want to do here is... I want to go Freshman, I think, and I want to go Guardian Og Merchant on this thing to kill it off. Because I don't want to sacrifice my board here. And he didn't really keep anything in his mulligan, so we know that he doesn't, or like, it's very likely that he doesn't have Samuro. So I think I just go Freshman, I ping, and then I go Og Merchant. It's very important to keep the board clear against the Paladin. They have such a hard time just coming back. And next turn we could go... Twilight Deceptor, or we could go like Tour Guide, ping, Twilight Deceptor, or we don't even have to play the Tour Guide if we don't want to. This contests the board really nicely. And that's gonna be a hand of it all. Okay. So I think it's okay to keep this low. But I'm gonna play the tour guide as well. So I'm gonna play the Twilight Deceptor and the tour guide here. But I gotta make sure that one of these hits face first. So I can get my race dead from this. So it's like this because it's low damage. We got tour guide. We ping. We hit face. We know 100% what we're getting. And he doesn't have the coin right now. So I'm just gonna play this Tiny Fin. Just to go wide because we know that he's not gonna play Samuro yet because it's a 4-drop. So there's just no way of him doing it. And we can kind of use this to trade if we need to. It's good to hold on the 0/0s sometimes or the 0 costs. But I think that this was just such a great opportunity to just go wide. And the Wriggling Horror is just perfect here. So we want to play around his Samuro as good as we can. So we know that it's not buffed yet. So I think we're just going Wriggling Horror here. And we could take something off the board or we could ping this and lose 1 damage. I think we're just taking the ping to have the board wide. So what survives a Samuro here? It's just this thing. But the good thing is we're getting a bunch of things back from the race dead. I think this was a very all-in gameplay. Like, this was very all-in. But I think it's fine. Now we get to refuel. Ah, if we just gotten that 1 turn earlier. Okay. Oh my god. It's totally okay. Hits nothing. Do we go Void Touch the Attendant here? Yeah, I think so. We're just pushing damage. So the reason why I did this, oh, maybe I didn't have it, but I was thinking like if that was the horse, then it would be fine. Now he actually can get some value and play the other one, but I think this is totally okay. But yeah, we're losing cards now, so we really want to find that kind of clutch, either another Race Dead, or we want to find something like a Voracious Reader or an Illusia would be great. It's hard for him to kill this off. He hasn't hand buffed yet. So we know that, or actually he's Secret Paladin, so we know that he doesn't run those lifesteal minions. So he has to clear this one, right? And now he hand buffed, it's good to think about. But like, as long as he doesn't heal, then we can just finish this game with a bunch of hero powers. And now we get to refuel, which is nice. But it's good to also keep in mind that we kill him in 2 turns. Like next turn we ping him once, and then if he doesn't kill me, then we just ping him again. And hopefully he doesn't have the combo with dealing damage and giving Wind Fury. I think it's gonna come down to this. We could go Deceptor here. But in the case that he actually runs a Catacomb Guard, which I don't think, then we're just gonna leave it, because Catacomb Guard can't target his own minions. So if I play this, there would be a chance that he healed up. But I don't think there's any chance of him healing here. And yeah, he's not killing me. So now we can just ping him. Kinda good, right? Sometimes you gotta play around those potential weird techs. Yeah, and he conceded. Good. Easy, and I think that's a counter. I'm looking for a Gandling. Druid. Don't we eat those alive? Well, it might be a Taunt Druid or an Aggro Druid. I think that is more difficult, and it's actually a pretty fun matchup. If I had the coin, it would be so sick to drop the Freshman and then go Tiny Fin Voracious Reader. But I think we are looking for better stuff. So I'm not sure what this is. Ew, Benedictus. That's not better stuff. But he is diamond, which is nice. Yeah, we don't have the coin, so there's not really much to say about this. I think kind of depending on where he goes, we go Frazzled Freshman or Tour Guide. I think Like the big guy who makes his taunts free can be really hard. But yeah, I think Shadow Priest is really good. I think these hyper aggressive decks, there is a lot to learn from playing them. I know that people kind of frown upon them, but I think basically all of my Hearthstone knowledge has been built of hyper aggressive decks like Face Hunter, Aggro Demon Hunter, that kind of stuff. So I think that they are really valuable if you want to get good. So what do we want to do here? I think we just push that freshman. And we just want to curve out for that traveling merchant. So I think if we get a 1-drop, it would be really good. So this is not taunt. I think we just beat him. So we really want to find a Void Touched Attendant here. That's my priority. That's my dream. Very scripted gameplay. Do I have a reason to fire this off? So a reason to fire this off now is if he kills the Void Touched Attendant with a Lunar Eclipse, then we will miss 1 damage. But it might be good to keep this because we know that we're not gonna use this the next turn because we're going Traveling Merchant. Do we go for 1 damage or do we just keep it? I think we keep it. I mean, this is probably Celestial Alignment Druid, so you just want to kill it. But if he kind of ramps up and goes with the new, like the turtles, the 1/7 or 1/6 taunts. Now I actually kind of want to go Voracious Reader instead of the Traveling Merchant. I think that's better. Let's go. I mean, I'm doing this thing where I'm playing for value right now that I think is wrong. Because what I really want to do is just kind of go big. But I wanted to be greedy with the merchant as well. Pounce in it. Take it. Do it. I got my draw. Now I'm gonna go big. So hopefully I get another 1-drop. Wriggling Horror. That's not it. But I think we want to curve out then. Still going for those value plays. I just can't stop. Put the Wriggling Horror down first. If we don't play the Wriggling Horror, we could get our Deceptor back. I think we're building a wide board here, and then we get the Deceptor for the next turn. So think here, next turn I go Deceptor. I won't have enough mana to hero power. So I think we're saving that hero power once again. If I want to play the Traveling Merchant. And I kinda do. But yeah, we're getting close to dying, so I think next turn is the turn where we have to kind of pop off. Just happens to the best. Yes, so wait. He's just looking for alignment and ramp, I think. He's never getting it. Not when you drew Anaconda. He did. Okay, but we have a fighting chest. Yes, that's so good. So we go Race Dead here. So good cards. But we really want to make sure that we get the Neophyte down. It's the most important. And then I guess I should have shot my hero power. There we go. It was such a messy game, and I kind of knew what to do, but I did the opposite thing all the time. But he burned his Anaconda, so that's totally okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and I will see you soon. Peace.